Because this particular word is not strange to anyone who want to study in Germany, because everyone who want to study in Germany, whether masters or BSc, are in one way, have in one way or the other heard about this student college, and which is why I'm actually discussing this in this video. As you know, I am Akere Ebun Oluwa, and welcome back to the channel. So quickly, let's jump into it. And today, like I said in the introduction, we are talking about the student colleague. This student colleague. Is student colleague really compulsory? Is it compulsory? This is the first thing we are going to be looking at. You have to know if your qualification from your country. Some of you will want to study the BSc program. You have to know if you can actually go directly into the university and start doing your program, or you have to do this particular program, which is like a pre-university program, a pre-degree program, and put it in that way before you start doing your program. So this is like a 1 year of study before your main study, and this comes with an entrance exam, and it also comes with a final exam. You have to go on the Anabin website. I'm going to put that in the description below, and you can go there to see if your qualification is actually accepted and if you don't actually need this student colleague. Most time students from the likes of Indian, from Nigeria, you actually, if you are going for your BSc program, you actually need the student colleague before you go into your university program. So that is it. What kind of courses are actually available in the student college? Of course, student college is not just like you are going for just one program. Everybody's doing the same thing. There are different courses available in the student college. We have the W course. In German we call it the V course, which is for those who want to study commerce. So if you're interested in studying commerce in the university, so you will be going for a student college course, which is called the VA course, DW course. And if you're interested in studying engineering, if you are coming to Germany, you want to study engineering, then the T course is actually for you. This is for engineering and tech. So if you are going to tech, if you are going into IT engineering, the T course is what you actually have to study during your student college year. And if you are someone who loves medicine, like med school, you want to go for med, you have to do with nursing, you have to do with doctor and everything, you have to go for the M course. M course is meant for those who want to go to the med school, and J course is for those who are into art and the likes of field of humanity. So if you're into anything that has to do with art, then you have to go for the J course. And of course, there are two types of student college. We have the private student college and we have the public different. We have the public student college. The difference between both of them is that one you have to pay and the other one you don't have to pay. Another difference is that one, which is the private, you might not need to write an entrance exam before getting into it, and the other, which is the public, you will have to write an entrance exam. When you go for the public student college, like I said, when you go for the public student college, then you need to write an exam, and this is called the Aufnahmeprüfung. After you write this exam, you need to pass this exam. After you pass this exam, then you have the right to get into the student college. After your 1 year of finishing in the public student college, then you write this last exam, which is called the Feststellungsprüfung. Same thing with the private school. The only thing in private student college is that you might not be writing an entrance exam. It's much more easy to get in, but you have to be paying monthly. Yeah, you have to pay monthly. Some of them charge up to 300 euros per month, and some of them 200, depending on the state in which you are studying. Yeah, so be know that these charges are actually there. After your months of student college, you also have to write the first long briefing, because this first long briefing certificate is what you show to university when you are applying to this university. Show them, oh, come on, I have done this student college and I have passed my first long briefing, and now I'm qualified to study in any university in Germany. So you attach it to your application when you are applying to university, either by uni assist or by directly to university. You attach it to your application and they see that, okay, this person is really ready to study in Germany. So like I already said, there is entrance exam, and also you should also know that B1 German is required. So before you can study in the student college, you need to have at least B1. Some of them actually ask for B2, but B1 is actually the level. That means your German has to be as good as B1 before you can get into the student college, because all your courses you are going to be doing in the student college are going to be taught in German. So you need to be able to understand what is being done. You need to be able to interact. You need to be able to flow. And this is the main sense of the student college, because they will need you to get the flow of how studying Germany works before you get into the university. So it's like a preparatory course for you to get into University of Germany, get into the German vocabularies, get into how Germans do their studying, just get into the flow of studying Germany. And this is the main sense of the student college. Of course, you know that this video is just the truth about student college, and we are going to be going to one last thing very soon. Of course, as you've seen in the title, say beware of scams. Hold on for that. We are getting to that very soon. If you love what I do on this channel, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe button, because more is still available for you. Let me just say there is more videos for you, and there is more which I'm going to be putting out for you. So what else is another truth about the student college? Now, student college is only for international students. Know this. Student college is just for international students to learn. So don't think you are going to get into college and you are going to see Germans sitting with you in the student college. No, it's just for internet. Wherever you are from, as long as your qualification is not up to the German standard, yeah, maybe in your country your high school is just to 12 years, you need to get to the standard of the German Abitur, which is 13 years, and that is why you have to do this thing. So you are not going to be seeing Germans with you. So everybody who is going to be in the same class with you, in the same classroom with you, they are all going to be foreigners. They are all going to be international students. Yeah, so make sure you know that, and don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Student college is not a waste of time. It's not a waste of time. And the mode of instruction is German. I already said that before. It's not a waste of time. This 1 year is not a waste of time. You need to get it right in this 1 year. When you get it right in this 1 year, and you're able to pass your first term briefing, then you are ready to go into that university in which you study. Some of you might try to ask me, there are some of private schools that really don't ask for the for the student college. You can try, you can look around. There are some of them, I've heard some of them also, yeah, they are private school. And you, of course, you know that private school in Germany are really expensive. I don't need to tell you that again. Yeah, I already made a video some couple of weeks ago talking about the top private university in Nigeria, not in Nigeria, but in Germany. I also make a video about top public university in Germany, so you can also check that out. So going to the last thing I'm talking about in this video, it says beware of scams. So there are many scams right there. There are many people who are trying to scam students. Some of the most particular one of them is, if you don't know, if you're working with some people to do your admission processing for you, most of them don't really tell you that you have to go through the student college when you are doing your application. Some of you that have worked with some of the agents, they might not tell you have to go to the university. You have to go to the student college. They only tell you that, oh, we do the application for you and we are going straight into the university. This is not true, yeah? Beware of those scams. If your qualification is not up to the German level, you have to do this. So if you are giving your money to someone, telling them, do my admission for you, then do my admission for me, let me get straight to university, make sure you inquire about student college. Some of them don't even know what this things. They don't know what student college is. So make sure you ask about this, especially if you are going to be doing your BSc in Germany. Make sure you really ask about it. Some of them also tell you that you don't need language. You don't need language when you are getting to student college. This is scams. Yeah, you need the language, and you need to show a level of German before you actually get into the student college. You have to show the certificate. If you don't show the certificate, you can't get into it. It's just a simple logic. Like I said, if your level of German is not enough, if you are sitting in the class right there, you are not going to understand anything. And this is why you need to show a level of German before you get into the student college. And the good thing, during the student college also, they always have German course, right, for you to sharpen up your German even while you are doing your student college. So beware of these scams that tell you you don't need a student college. Make sure you really find out. Make sure you find out, and when you've done your findings and everything looks clear to you, then you can now pay your money to them and they go ahead to do whatever they want to do. And of course, you really don't need an agent when you're doing your application. You can just go through some of the videos. I have video about step by step on how to apply for BSc, on how to apply for masters, and everything you need to know. So I think that's all on this video, and as you know, I'm gonna be seeing you in the next one. But we got some interesting stuff for you. If you are not actually looking at the community tab of my channel, you need to get in right there, because I am dropping some little important hints for you. Get into the community tab of this channel and you see some things that are really interesting. Yeah, really interesting. I am Akere. If you love what I do on this channel, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe button, and make sure to share this video with someone. Until next time, where I catch you on same platform. For now,